because you're all students, almost 50 students are here. We're having all different learning pace. We're having all different learning styles. We're having all different ideologies. Okay? So it's not necessary that everybody will think in the same manner. Maybe you will be thinking that after your UG is completed, you'll go for interviews, or your college will arrange interviews for you. Okay, they'll call companies, okay, to hire you people. So people will come and they will see your skills. Okay, they'll see your programming skills. First of all, they'll check your aptitude. Okay, so I have seen most of the people will fail in aptitude. When there was an Infosys interview, only one girl qualified in one of the universities in aptitude. So what they did, they started a course on aptitude, a 3 to 4 credit course. I was also a member of that. Okay, I prepared the syllabus, so we taught them aptitude also. Because nobody was qualifying the aptitude. How come you go for other coding interviews and all? Okay? So you may be one among them. Mostly I think 99% of the people here sitting here, they'll be thinking that they'll go from like going interview, okay, then if you get a job, okay, then you will wait for the promotion, okay, then there will be a shift in your life, you'll be married, you'll be having kids and all, okay, so your life will end. You think once upon a time, I was a college student, now my life is boring. When you see your friend, okay, if he has taken a bold decision that time, and you not have think about the society, because there are some students also, some families also, they don't want their kids to do business or to go into entrepreneurship because they don't see any future there. Here you can see your future because you know if I crack this exam, I'll be an IPS officer. Okay. Today you know YouTubers, they earn more than like our prime minister's salary. Salary and prime minister's salary. They're earning more than that. Okay, you already know YouTubers are earning more money. Okay, who told them? They took a bold step. Okay, so at one point of time in your life, okay, you have to take a decision whether this way or that way. That will decide. Okay, even if you are failing, like after doing UG also, if you try to do your own business or if you try to have your own startup, you are having some ideas and all, even if you fail, okay, still you will be able to get some job because that failure will also give you some experience. Okay, failure will also give you kind of experience. Tomorrow you advise another person that don't do this. Okay, if you are having more failures, means if you have tried one job, another job. Okay, have you seen people? They have given 20 interviews, they are not getting jobs, but at the end they will land a good company. Okay, Jack Ma is there with you. He said not even McDonald's they had, but right now you know Alibaba is a millionaire. Okay, so most of the people might be thinking that you will be getting a good job while carrying. Okay, so once you land in a job, then you are thinking about perks, promotions. Okay, how much extra money I will get. Okay, but if you take this step, either after your college or even after doing a job also, there are people who are leaving their job like after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We are having so many examples at IIT graduates, IIM graduates. They are leaving their lucrative jobs. They are going into entrepreneurship. They want to have their own start. You have seen so many people coming from US and all, they start their agriculture. Okay, every now and then you are getting this news. You might be seeing people doing all this. I was in America, I was doing this work. Okay, I was having a package of 5 lakhs per month. That's a good package. But I can tell that. So somewhere they have that passion. As I already told you, everybody is having 10 to 12 ideas in them. God has gifted that. But you have to search it. Okay? If you want to be among this, or if you have taken a decision, either after your graduation or post-graduation, or maybe after job also, like after 1 or 2 years, you are thinking that your job is boring. Okay. Like I left Tamil Nadu because I thought, okay, 7 years are enough to be in one community to learn. Then I shifted myself to this part. This part is totally different as compared to something. That is totally different as compared to now. I think you all know this. Do you want to learn this? Okay. When you are seeing all these things, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Holidays, trips. Okay, you are the boss. That feeling this is giving, na? Simply you are seeing logos. Okay, nothing else. They are not hiring you. You are seeing logos. You know them. Some entertainment media and other, you know them. You have seen Shark Tanks there. So many tanks you have seen. But once you see all these things, what does this mean? Lot of money. And by their own. And in a short period of time. Okay. The difference between a startup and business is what? Startup will scale immediately within 45. If you see all these companies, they started around like 2015 onwards. So after 7 years, you see there are some unicorn companies like $1 billion worth. Okay, there are companies that are having thousands of crores of worth. Even if they are in loss. Okay, I'll give one example. Small example is here. Do you know credit? What is this? It is whether he is having anything apart from this app. Okay, who is using credit card? You have used your credit card. You have done the purchasing. What credit is telling you? What kind of service he is giving you? Credit is telling you simply your credit card payment date is nearby. You please, that's it. Okay, the basic fundamental of credit is it will give you an alert. Because if you are owning 5 to 6 credit cards, you might not be knowing, and the credit card people, they will earn if you are a defaulter. How bank will earn? If you are a defaulter, they will charge you. Credit fees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees. There are millions of credit card holders there. So simply credit is giving an alert. And secondly, credit is giving you cashbacks. You are spending your money. You are not giving it to credit, but he is giving you cashbacks. So he is giving from his own pocket. So it means he is in loss. Okay, it's already in loss, but still it is a income. We call him angel investor also. If you have a startup, he will invest in you, even though he is in loss. Why? Because they are having some other objective. One more example I will give you, like Zepto, you might have heard. 19, 20-year-old kids, they are running this company. Okay, what is the motto? What is the baseline of Zepto? 10-minute delivery. How they got this idea? From Big Basket. If you are ordering from the Big Basket, you will get delivery next day, or within 2 hours or within 3 hours. They said, let us give it 10 minutes. Already it's economy. But again, Zepto also in loss. 150 crore profit, 300 loss. Okay, what is their motto? You will come to know at the end, okay, why these companies are in loss, but still they are in profit. Okay, you know this credit, he's paying you cashbacks. Okay, I already, like Zepto is there. Okay, there are so many companies which are in loss, but their objective is different. Okay, like PhonePe is there. Who started PhonePe? Do you know Flipkart? Actually, Flipkart was working in Amazon. Okay. So once they got experience in Amazon, they said, why don't we start it in India? They rented a room. Then we started Flipkart. Bansal. Okay, Ajay Bansal, I think, another partner. Okay, they started single. Where is Flipkart today? Okay, like equivalent to Amazon. And now these two partners, Flipkart partners, one said, okay, bye bye Tata, give me this money, 300, 400 crore rupees, okay, I want to leave the company. So he left, he developed PhonePe. Like your when you started using WhatsApp, 3 years back. Okay, it was started in like 2010 onwards. And that person, he didn't got the job from the Facebook. He thought, okay, let me create WhatsApp. Okay, 12 MB app is there. For how much he sold it again to Facebook? 13 billion euros. 13 MB space or 13 billion. He was rejected by Facebook. Okay, he sold WhatsApp to Facebook. Okay, where from they are getting these ideas? They are not simply like you are coming with phone and every time and keep phone in your hand. Whenever I go to my classroom, first day when I go, I'll check specs. How many people are with specs? Okay, because when we used to study in school, college, universities, maybe one person is having this specs, or hardly used to see. Okay, just because of this mobile phone. Okay, I don't know what will happen in the next generation, coming generation, because parents are very proud that their kids are playing mobile. They don't know it will show effect after some years. So I hope your name will be here sometime. Even if one single name is here with your company logo, at least this college will be very proud of you. Okay, maybe you will be an inspiration for your second, first year and coming generation. Okay. You know this person? Yes. What he is selling? He is selling? What he is selling? Tea. So he is selling his franchise. There was a sandwich. One person in Tamil Nadu, he started preparing sandwich. Okay, and he started with 10 to 20 sandwiches. Right now, he is having 112 varieties of sandwich, and he is having more than 100 outlets. Okay, so it means no job is big or small. No company is small or big. Idea can be like small as your QR code. Have you ever think of that QR code will be used worldwide? See, everywhere you go, QR code is with you. Tomorrow maybe we have to, our parents will know us with QR codes. Who knows what will happen? See, QR code, this much small code. How many KBs it will take is but everywhere it is being used. Okay. So our agenda today is actually we'll see what actually is a startup, why it is important, why we want to go in a startup, and even why you should work in a startup. If you get a chance to work in a startup also, you should never lose it. Okay? Because when we see most of the 75% of the startups, they fail. They fail. And only some 20% of startups will do. Okay? There's a reason, there's a background. Okay? There are people who want quick success. Okay? Without research, without hard work, without knowledge, won't. There are only, I think, 0.1% people who are very lucky. So we'll go with first definition, which will come to your mind, what actually this startup is. Even if tomorrow I will go outside, I will purchase a shop, I will set a kirana shop, whether this is a startup? No, it's not a startup because you have already started a business, you have already invested a lot of money. You have given money to the owner, you have purchased all your items without seeing whether there is a demand in my locality for those items. Okay. See, just the startup is a new company. Just you have begin with the idea. Just here. It can be like 1 day old, it can be a 3 months old. Okay, a start. You have idea. You are at this sharing your idea with your friend. Okay, both now are ready. That okay, we'll do something. Like since you are from computer science background, for example, you think of apps. You will say, okay, let me create one app. You are having an idea. Okay, I'll tell you from where those ideas will come. Okay, in the coming slides. It's not giving you any profit yet. Why? Because you have not done anything yet. You are spending from your pocket. For example, if it is IoT related, you have to purchase sensors, to develop a small prototype to check whether it will work or not. Okay, you will be having a mentor. You have to meet your mentor. You have to spend from your pocket. So at the early stage, startups are not profitable. You just have not started. Why we are saying startup? Just now I have started. Okay. Let us say, for example, you have worked on this concept for the past 6 months. Okay. Who will finance you? Because you need money. In startups, you need people who will finance you. Okay. If you are a married person, then your wife will finance you. How? He will tell the junior. Okay. The first target is for a married person is the wife only. Okay. Now you are in these students, your parents, your friends, your grandparents, they are having money. Okay. They help you in this startup. So that's why it is handful of founders or individual finance. You will get a finance from them. Okay. In school also you are doing small projects. Okay. Who is buying those pay jobs, material and your family and your parents also. Here also when you try to have an idea you want to convert it into a startup, you have to pay from your pocket. Your parents have to. Who believes in you? Okay. Or if some, for example, my friend is there, I will say, okay, please give me money. Okay, I will borrow some money from him. Then he will give you. Okay. But their focus is on what? That we should make our startup scalable up. That is why Cred, Zepto, and all other startups, they don't concentrate on profit as of now. Okay, because their objective is something different. Okay, I told you Cred started with only what? Alert messages and cash rewards. People are coming. Okay, I also earned 1,000 rupees cash back. Who is giving that? Cred is giving. Now Cred is giving you loan also. Today, after 5 or 7 years of launch, Cred is giving you loan also. Why? Because he is having your history of credit cards. If you go to bank and ask them a loan of 1 lakh rupee, you have a lot of documentation to do. And second thing, you should have an account in the bank. Then you should be having some reference. Please give him a loan of 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh. Okay. Nowadays you don't need that. Need that. Okay. If you are having a good credit card score is there. Okay. And Cred is having all your information. See, data is nowadays very valuable. Okay. Cred is having all your information. Okay. He knows this person is paying amount on the right time. Okay. Let me trust him. He will tell you are having 1.5 lakh cash in your account. Okay, within 40 seconds it will be deposited in your 40 seconds. Cred to give you a loan, which is not possible with the bank. So these are the benefits of the startup. If you are having a credit, if you are a credit card user, and if you need money, immediate money, who will give you? Not even your friends and relatives. Cred will give you. How? He is having your data. Okay. How PhonePe is earning this BharatPe? BharatPe was the first one who have single QR code for all your transactions. Otherwise, earlier for GPay used to have a separate QR code. For PhonePe used to have separate, Paytm separate. Okay. What BharatPe? He saw this opportunity. He combined together only one QR code for all your. Because if you are having many QR codes, you are having many phone numbers also. Okay, so he gave you one QR code. Okay, he gave you only one QR code. Then how he is earning? You are paying to a shopkeeper. It is going from your account to the shopkeeper account. How BharatPe is earning? BharatPe is earning data for first 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Okay, so he is putting his QR codes on every kirana shop, sweet shop, everywhere. He is having 50 lakh customers. So he is having a data of all 50 lakh customers. Based on that data, based on their daily transactions, okay, what they thought, let them give loan. Every shopkeeper needs loan. They gave them loan. Okay, who will collect that loan? Because their payment is coming through BharatPe, every day they will cut 500 rupees from there. Let us say 500 is the EMI. Every day they are deducting 500 rupees from there. So there is no person no bank employee who will call you. Okay, so this algorithm will sort out everything. Okay, so earning is not everything. Main thing is you should have an objective how you can scale your startup. Okay, you should have objectives. That's why there are companies they don't care about profit and loss because they are already having investors' money. Okay, so they want to reach at a particular point whether either they can stay or they can sell their company. Either give it to a third party or IPO, like they'll put it for the open public or share market purpose. Okay. Why we need startups? Okay. See, government cannot offer everyone. Okay. And I don't think nowadays people are thinking about government, except few sectors. Okay. See, you are living in Hyderabad. I don't know how many of you are thinking about government. It can be 0% also. Because in Hyderabad, when you are roaming, you are seeing all those company buildings. Amazon, Google, other TCS, all those. Okay, so you are having one thing in your mind, I should also have it. Okay, you are having that tower there in Hyderabad. Okay, what is that called? High-tech city. High-tech cyber tower is there. What is that? All companies at one place. Okay, that's why we need startups so that they can generate what employment. If you are having a startup, if it is successful, you can employ people. Okay, you can manufacture. If we don't have startups, we need to purchase things from outside, like from other countries. We need to import. If we have startups, we can generate it from India. We can export it. Our rupee value will be high if we export. But if we all dependent on imports only, okay. If for example import is stopped, what will we do? Okay. Have you ever thought of since India? We stopped collaboration with China. So many startups things. So many things are made in India now. 2-3 apps are also there. Some products are also there. Now even Xiaomi phones are made in India now. They are being earlier we used to assemble here. Now they are being manufactured. Okay. So you can take part if you are a startup. You can take part here in the economic growth and generate employment. Okay. And the startups, they are adaptable to market changes. If your environment is changing, like see, from your first year to the final year, have you ever noticed anything change? In this college, for example, let us say earlier we used to take attendance manually on your attendance sheet. Now I can put a biometric there. Okay. Next year maybe we will have IIT, or next year maybe we will have a ghost attendance system. Ghost attendance system means where you don't know when your attendance was due. I am working on that. Okay. You can also, I am giving you this idea free. You can work on a ghost attendance system. Why? In order to stop proxy and all those things. Here you are having handful of people when you have to handle 60, 70 students. Okay, that time if you want to stop all those things, you can create an attendance system. If it is successful in Matri, okay, you can sell it to other colleges. Do you know how many universities are in India? How many? Any guesses? Universities. You know the types of universities? Like you are having state universities, okay? You are having central universities. Then you are having institutes of national importance like NIT, IIT, IIIT, private universities, deemed universities. Okay. More than 750 universities. You are having thousands of colleges and schools. Because you need attendance system in school also. So, if, for example, you are preparing, if someone of you are preparing, is getting an idea, okay, let me prepare a ghost attendance system. While a student don't know when the attendance was taken. Because I don't want to reveal it. And my attendance is just to be for 100 students are here, it should show me 100 students. You have to test it now. So, you can sell it to other colleges. And by not selling only. Every year you have to do maintenance. Maybe new versions will come. Okay, then it is like now. Now let me tell you, is there any point which is relating to you? See, there are people who want to pursue their passion. People are having passion for bikes, bike riders. Okay, people are having passion that I will have a car. Okay, I have a passion to sit at the back. Okay, I don't want to. Somebody should be there to drive, I will see. Okay, I already told you, you are students here, your learning pace, learning style, everything is totally different. Okay, so don't compare with your friends, close friends, best friends. So there are people who want to follow what? Their passion. They are having some passion, like people are having passion for designing. Okay, there are people who are having passion for designing bikes, cars and all. Okay, that's why every now and then you are seeing new models that come. Okay, there are people who want to solve the problems which are available in the market. What was the major problem in COVID-19 in the market? Do you know one app was given that time by the government of India? What was that? Setu app. Why? Even though they didn't build that app, they purchased it. Okay. And they delivered without testing it to the. But anyway, it was actually showing you if there is any COVID patient. Let us say it is 100% correct. Okay. But it was showing you if there is any COVID patient, how many COVID patients are there in your vicinity. Okay, it was showing. And maybe for potential for high financial rewards. High financial rewards. You want to become a billionaire, people are happy. Every YouTuber is a millionaire today. Okay. Within 10 hours of their video, they are getting lakhs of views. One more thing is that this is very important, continuous learning. If you are in a startup, since you have to deal with the market change every time, so you are continuously growing and you are continuously learning. Today your customer is saying you, okay, this thing is good. After 1 week he is saying it's not good. There are people, 5 people are saying I want this type of functionality. 5 people are there, they don't want that type of functionality. Okay, this is continuous learning over there. And the most important is you can build your own legacy, like MDH masala. It is there since 100 years now. MDH you are using at home, MDH masalas you are using at home. Okay, so he started from a small masala shop from Delhi. Now MDH, you might be knowing Everest also. Okay, there are also small companies started. Now their kids are running. Like your Haldiram you are eating every day. Okay, there are also small shops once upon a time. Now they are legacy companies. Why? Because now their children they don't need to do that. They are roaming here in Maldives, Europe, there. Okay, where you want to go? Do you have a dream to roam? At least to nearby countries like Bhutan or Nepal. As I told you that every person is having 10 to 12 ideas in their mind. Okay. You can see these are the common source of ideas where actually people are getting ideas from. Even though you are also having. Okay. But sometimes by seeing the things, it will give you an instant and you can relate it with your own ideas also. Okay. So there are prior work experience. If you see most startups which are very successful startups, people are having experience in that. That's why I gave you example of Flipkart. He worked with Amazon. He knows what is how Amazon works, what is the business model of Amazon. That's why he is able to create successful company with his own time. Because of prior work. Okay. Fred also. He was also working somewhere. And then Bharat also. Okay. He was also having work from banks because that's a fintech company, finance related. Okay. Okay, they're all happy. See, if you want to build an app which is related to finance, okay, but you don't know what is finance. Will it be successful? You won't be able to create a single page. No. How many fintech companies you know? Financial tech. You can have a startup in any field, but without technology it won't grow. You have to sell it online. Okay, that is why nowadays shopkeepers' business are getting affected due to what? Due to online. People are. How many of you are doing online shopping? What is the percentage of shopping you are doing in market? How many? All of you are doing every day. You are having. If I see your phone, everything will be there. Either Flipkart or Amazon will be there. Okay? If you are having a personal interest or you are having a hobby, you can convert your hobbies into what? Startups. Okay? Now people will pay you. If you will come to me, for example, I am having this kind of hobby. Okay, how can I convert it into startup? You can work on it. Okay? And there are charms. Chance means there are companies like Mama, you are using their products. Okay, what was the chance? She need the owner need what? Cream for the baby, which is a chemical free. So she was not getting it. She thought, let me. So by chance. Okay. Otherwise, she was not having any interest. She would have created company before that. Then there are suggestions. You can ask me, you can start up. I'll ask you your interest, so many things. Then I can give you suggestions. Or your mentors, your colleagues, your friends, your parents. Family business is there. Okay. Friends and relatives, and four different other things. See, even though we are also living in an ecosystem, we are dependent. Okay. Similarly, startup is having also its own ecosystem. Startup is also having its own ecosystem. Okay. Startup cannot live alone. If you are having a startup, you are starting a company right now, you cannot. Why? You need so many things. You need suggestions. You need to know how to handle the market, how to do the advertisement, how to see the accounts. Okay. So there are different things which are available in startup. This is our ecosystem. Okay. I will show you what is startup ecosystem. What is startup ecosystem? This is your idea. You have converted your idea into what? Innovation. Okay. You have converted your idea into innovation. Okay. Now you have taken a pen and a paper and you want to draw. Like in computer science, we draw the architecture. Okay, architecture of idea. Okay, data will come here, then we will go there, and finally the end. Okay. Now it's on paper. This idea is on paper. I already told you who will finance. There should be either you are individual, you will finance your project, or your parents, your friends, or there are angel investors. Why we call them angel investors? Angel is doing what? There are investors who are seeing the opportunity within you that your business will scale up. Okay, even though you don't have any profit, you don't have any business, they are ready to take the risk and they will invest in your business. Okay, in your startup, I must say. So we call them angel. First investor, we call them angel. Either you have to become an angel, individual, either your parents or some other person like credit is he can invest in your startup. In our startup ecosystem, we are having supporting organizations which will support you. For example, you are having idea right now. What you will do with this idea? What you will do with this idea? Nothing. You will be having it. Your college will have some mentors with respect to your startups. You will go to your mentors. You will discuss with them. Okay. Mentor is also having some limitations. Okay. Mentor will try to go to incubators. Mentor will try to go to incubators. We call them incubation centers. Now this incubation center, see like SR University, we are having incubation center in Hyderabad also there might be university. Incubation centers actually what they will do, they'll help you to how you can convert this into startup. They will fund you initially. Okay, not financially also, whatever technical support, whatever support you need, they will give it. And then there are accelerators. Accelerators are those, once your business is developed, once you have started your startup, once it is growing some profit, okay, they will help you to scale up your business. Okay, they will help you to, because they are having their own network. See, you might have seen all Shark Tank, you know. Have you seen? Okay, people are pitching their ideas. I am having this startup. Okay, they have already worked on those startups from the past 5 to 10 years. Now they need investors. Why? They want to grow. They want to grow their business. So that can be done with accelerator or already having organization. Okay. Then this board chairman is coming. Okay, I will give you 1 crore rupees for 5%. 5% in the company. Okay, so we call them accelerators because board is having a lot of network. Okay, so incubators are the initial helpers, and the accelerators will help you later in growth. Okay, in scaling your. Okay, there are funding organizations. If you come to SR, we are having a group there. We can fund up to 10 lakh. What you have to come up with your idea. Okay, you have to present it in front of the panel. The panel will be there from the government because anyway central government is already doing the fund. Okay. Now you don't need to go to the center of New Delhi. You have like distance education centers are there. Like IGNOU is having centers everywhere. Similarly, incubation centers. Okay, so that is why this was the idea. India, Startup India. Okay, for Startup India, they have some incubation centers. Okay, where you go, they will give you some. Okay, technically as well as financially. So you have to pitch your idea first. If you have nothing, you have to simply prepare a PPT. So panel will be there. They'll discuss. They'll check if your startup is okay. They'll see okay. There's a growth because they are expertise in that. They'll say okay, come, we'll start making a product. Okay, and that product you call a minimum viable product. I'll tell you in the coming slides what actually. Okay, so you have research organizations because without doing research in the market, you cannot grow. Okay, so you have to know. Actually, startup, this lean startup, research is very important. Feedback from customer is very important. Okay, because we want to see what is the churn factor. You know what is churn factor? Churn factor is, for example, if you are having a company or if you are running a startup or a business. Okay, this month 100 customers are purchasing from your website. Okay, you have to see how many customers are purchasing second time from your website, third time, fourth time. Okay, if out of 100, 50% are purchasing, again we say 50% is churn. That 50% is leaving and 50% are. So we have to keep. It's a learning. We call actually as a learning unit in there. I'll tell you what I mean. Okay. There are service providers because startups you cannot do anything alone. Okay. So this is your community. Your supportive organizations like incubation centers, big companies, they can be your accelerators, universities also. They can help because they can provide you technical help. There are labs in the university. Okay, they can give you those lab facilities in those labs. Like if you are doing anything with machine learning and all those things. Ola you might use. Okay, for all AI is machine learning. Okay. Ola was developed due to what? Due to Uber. Uber was there in US. Okay, so it means you can get an idea by seeing other people. Okay, so the person who has seen Uber is running in US, let me start the same thing. So he introduced Ola. Okay. When Ola was started, like 2013, 14. If you install Ola app, they will give you 700 rupees in your wallet. Okay, so who was paying that 700 rupees? Company was paying that because they know it will grow. They need customer details. Okay. We are like 6-7 friends. We used to give reference to each other, so we are having all referral codes. Again, we are getting some money. Okay. Those 700 we are using for right to go to beach and This is a strategy. Mentors will be there. You can have a mentor from your colleges also, and you can have mentors from the incubation center. Everywhere you will see you'll be having an ecosystem. Okay. In one type or the other, they help you. Okay. Because they are already having action, they are already having startup. Who will fund a startup? I told you bootstrapping that you are self-financing your startup. Okay. You are having friends and family there. Angel investor. The first investor who believes in you and who will invest in your startup. We call them angel investor. Because he was the first one who believed you, who believed in your product. Okay. Then there are venture capitalists. These are big organizations. Okay. Like I gave you example of Shark Tank, those are big organizations. If you see Shadi.com, 15,000 crore rupees, gold 4,000 crore rupees, they are big. Okay. So they can also invest in, but they can only invest in if business is already existing. That is why there is a difference between what? And why we call them angel? Because he is the first one when there was nothing he believed. That's why we call him angel. Okay, and there is crowdfunding. You will gather the funds from like Keto app is there. Okay, normally if you are having a patient and all who need like 20, 30, 10 lakh rupees, okay, for the treatments and all, Keto is an app. They will start crowdfunding. Okay. And normally for entrepreneurship, it will go for like social entrepreneurship. Okay, like for example, if you see a village. Okay, you think you are a social person. Okay, you want to do something for those people. Okay, there is social entrepreneurship. Okay, for that, people will crowdfund for your social entrepreneurship. Okay, we call that social entrepreneurship. And crowdfunding is mostly suggested for what? Social entrepreneurship. Like Keto, I gave you. This is a social work. If you are paying 100 rupees also, a cancer patient is there, we are paying. That is crowdfunding. That is social entrepreneurship. I told you if you get a chance to work with the startup, because they also need employees. Okay, like if somebody have worked with an idea like for 1 year, 2 years, now he also want to scale up. He's having a final product with him. He also want to scale up. And if you get a chance to work with the startup, okay, you should never say no. Why? Because there are various benefits to work at a startup. Okay. I already told you without technology, no startup can provide. Even if you have to sell ghee, you have to come to Army. You have to advertise it on Instagram or somewhere. Okay, technology you have. And there is no boss. If you are in a startup, okay, there is no boss. You also want your help. Okay, you also want your contribution also. And there are no levels. Seniority, juniority, nothing new. And if you are working in a tech company, for example, if it is a tech startup, you will have access to the full code. Full code is yours now. If you are writing code, okay, if you are creating an app, if 2-3 people are creating an app, or whatever startup they are having, okay, you are having access to what? Everything, whatever they are having, okay. And your contribution will be the deciding factor in the company. How much you are contributing, not your experience. You are a old person, okay, you should say if you are not happy. Okay. So it looks like that startups are very awesome, but they're odd also. Why? Because there is 110% chance for failure. There is no guarantee that they will success. I told you that 75% of the startups fail, but there are reasons why they fail. If you are in a hurry, if you don't have experience, if you don't have good fundings and all, you will that. See, these are the startups as of now which have succeeded. This is the list, and it has been found out by Bill Gross. So he is saying timing is very important. Timing is very important. He is saying timing is very important. Why? Opportunity. What was the opportunity in the COVID? Can anyone tell me? What was the opportunity which COVID-19 gave for startups? Sanitizer. Before that, you never purchased sanitizer. Have you ever seen sanitizer before that? Even though it was available in the market, but maybe in hospitals they might be okay, maybe 5 to 10% they are using. But that was the opportunity. So they earned a lot of money. Okay. So it means it's not necessary that startup is a new company. An already established company can also start a startup. Who started this sanitizers? Like your Savlon was there, like your Dettol was there. They are already companies, huh? Okay. So they can also go with this minimum viable product. What was that? Sanitizer. Okay. So you should remember that it's not necessary for a startup that it is new. But already established companies can also do the startup. Okay. Like General Electric. They are manufacturing your AC and electric things. They start making batteries for your phone. Battery is a small product. We call them minimum viable product. Okay. And then effective team execution. Team execution in the sense, like you should not repeat this mistake in your projects. You are having 2, 3 or 4 combination of 4 students in a project. And 2 students are totally dead. There is no contribution. How would be your project at the end? I think it will be waste because there is no contribution from you. Okay. Similarly here also, team execution is must. Everybody should work in the start. Okay. I already told you it's very hard also. Guarantee, there is no guarantee for success. There are 120 chances for failure. Only 100% chance are for success. 120 for failure. Okay. And third one is unique value for the people. We call it IQ thing. That it should be beneficial for the people. It should be beneficial for the people. Like you are having this, let us say some product. It is saying whole wheat based product. Okay. Why you are seeing that advertisement whole wheat? Okay. Or brown wheat. Brown bread you want it. Because you don't want some other product. You want whole wheat. But when you check the ingredient, whole wheat is only 10%. Externally what they are saying, what they are labeling, whole wheat. Okay. So it means it should have a unique proportion for the customers. It should be beneficial for the customers. It should not be deceiving. You see, most of the advertisements are deceiving. Okay. And then your business scalable model. If your business is not scalable, okay, it's guaranteed that your startup will not succeed. There should be chance to go out. It is only possible when we cater the needs of the people. Okay. Then there are adequate funding and resources. I have seen in Shark Tank there was a picture. He was manufacturing shoes. He is having a startup, which he has taken a loan from the bank and all. But the shoe cost was like 5,000 to 6,000. And he was working. He stopped working. Okay, he has left the job and got into startup. Now he don't have resources. He is running out of money and all. He thought, let me stop, let me work again. Okay, and then if I earn some money again after 2 years, I will start. Okay, so funding is very important. These are some of the things which are very important for a startup to succeed. Okay, why do startup fail? Just now I told you running out of money and you are in the wrong. For example, if I am making a thing which is useful for students, okay, but I am marketing it somewhere else where there is no student coming. Okay, will I get any profit? Will my company earn? No, you are in the wrong. Okay, what is the condition of sanitizers right now? Whether we can sell it with the same pace as we do in 2021-22. Okay, so right now the market is wrong for the sanitizer. Okay, it cannot scale. It won't give me that much profit. That is why you won't see people having sanitizers. But why they are having masks? because the cost is very low. Okay, the cost of mask is just 20 paisa or 30. This is very important. Before doing any business or a startup and all, lack of research. You should search the market. Even if it will take you 6 months, 1 year. Okay, if you are passionate, if you are following your passion, okay, research is very important about the startup you are doing. Okay. Then you are ineffective marketing. Okay, you don't know how to do the digital marketing. You are simply giving advertisements in papers and all. Okay. Right now people are doing your business on what, Instagram. Why? Community is there. Okay. Within 5 minutes, it can reach to thousands of people. Your advertisement can reach everyone. Okay. And the important one is also this, not being an expert in it. I already told you that most of the successful startups are having work experience. Like this Bharat Pay, he is having experience in banking. So he knows how bank works, how this money goes from a person to the shopkeeper and how it will come through Bharat. Okay. I will discuss this. Now we'll come to the main point, what actually a lean startup. What actually a lean startup. For example, I'll say I'm having nowadays, what's the costlier vegetable? Tomato. Okay? I'm having a bucket of tomato. Tomato, you know, it's having vitamins, what? All nutritional elements will be in a big tomato. And if I try to find out a very small one, whether it will be having all the nutrients, this is also tomato, why not? It also represents tomato, na? Even if I'm having the small one. Okay? If I'm having the small one. Okay? What your lean startup will do? Okay, this is with respect to lean startup. It will identify your problem. So in lean startup, what you are identifying your problem. And you are trying to develop a small form of product. Let us say you are creating a website. Let us say you are creating a, since you are from CSC, let us start there, you are creating a website. Okay. And I'll tell you, you give me a website within 10 days. Okay. You cannot give me anything. So you have to check what are the features I want in my website. You will try to give the maximum number of features, okay, even with 1 or 2 tabs itself, within a short duration of time. Within a short duration of time. Okay, that is how we make a develop a smaller form of a product, but it should have maximum functionalities which a customer needs. Because based on that, in lean startup we are having a methodology: develop, execute, and learn. Okay, I'll show you with this diagram. This one. For computer science or other problems. Okay, you are having an idea, you are converting into a problem. You are getting the data. Data means feedback. Okay. If you are developing some, you are having an idea, you are writing a code, you are building something, right? Let us say you have developed this operating system. Okay. Then what will you do with that operating system? Whether you will send it to the market? No, not at all. Why? You will give it to your friends. Can you please check it? The closed one where you can access easily. Okay. That is here. And you will get the data, they will access it. Okay. Then they will give you the feedback. They will give you the feedback. With this feedback, you have to learn. And this loop will continue. This loop will continue in the lean startup. Okay. The main purpose of the lean startup is to give a smallest product, okay, within a short duration of time, but with the maximum functionality. Okay. Once you have developed it, you have to give it to the customer, not directly customer, the people who are known to you, where you can easily get the true. Okay. Once you get the feedback, what you will do with that feedback? That's also data. No? What you will get in the feedback? See, there can be three things in the feedback. The first thing is they will say it's all rubbish, we don't want this. Okay? But that's also good. Why? It will save you time to start again working. Instead of developing the whole product, if I am telling you this product is not good at the early stages, so you'll change your mind. Okay? We'll change our mind. We should say, let us stop developing this product at this stage because I'm not getting a negative feedback. So it will save a lot of time as well as money also. Let us say feedback is saying the product is good, the functionalities can be enhanced. Again it is good. Why? I can again go into the loop and come up with those functionalities, and again I am giving the product to those customers who will again give me the feedback. So this loop will continue. This is called build, measure and learn. Build, measure and learn. This loop will continue in what? In lean startup. Okay. So the benefit of the lean startup is to develop a minimum viable product, send it for the customer feedback and learn from the feedback. Okay. If they say no, stop it there. Don't invest. Okay. Shift your idea. If they say yes, but enhancement should be there, again this loop will continue. So we call it build, measure and learn. But one important thing is there, how will you validate this learning in the second loop, third loop, fourth loop, fifth loop? Learning means the feedback from the customer. Okay, you will read that, no? You will read that. Okay, you will learn something. How will you validate your learning? Okay, can you tell me how will you validate your first year learning and up to third year? If you cannot validate it, you cannot say I know this thing and I have learned this much. If I tell you what is your, how is your programming? Okay, tell me in percentage. Whether you have learned 10% programming, 20%, 30%, how you can say that? Because you know first year, if you have validated your learning, after first semester whether I know anything or not, yeah, I got the basic knowledge. In second sem, okay, I can program myself. Okay, in third sem, I have learned concepts of hooks and all those. Okay, if you validate your learning in the past way, okay, then only you will come to a certain point that I know this. Okay, so validation is important. If my customer is giving me the feedback, if I am not validating that feedback with the previous one, okay, then your startup will not work. Your minimum viable product will be a failure. Okay. So this is very important thing, that validate learning is very important. How you will validate your learning? Okay. The feedback I got first, what kind of feedback I got in the second loop, in the third loop, in the fourth loop. So learning here is a unit. How much percentage we have improved? Who will tell you this? Validate. If you are developing any physical product, you can go like this. Same thing. Build, measure and learn. But the important point here is learning from the feedback. Validate your learning. Validation means what? Do you know what is validation? For example, you create one login page. What is in your login page? Username and normally what should be in the username? Okay. How will you validate it? If I enter 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't write a code at the back end to validate that the user should not enter what? Figures. Okay. Then it will take 1, 2, 3, 4 also as a username. Okay. So at the back end of the code, you have to write, if in this text box, if it is 1 to 9, okay, then give a message. You cannot enter figure 1. Now, if you, for example, if you have to open bank account online, okay, how is your username? Username can be anything, but again there is a, the password should have a first character as capital, Okay, some special characters and some digits also. Okay, how will they check it? By validating it. Once you are writing your password and you want to submit it, at the back end the code will simply check whether your password is having minimum one capital letter or not. It's very simple to check. That is actually we call the validation. Okay, so here also we have to validate the learning from the feedback. Whether the previous what is the difference between the previous feedback and the new feedback? You are a mobile company, 600 like 1 million users are there. Okay, how would I get to know how many people they want SMS packages? Earlier you'll be getting the messages that if you recharge for 50 rupees, you will get these many messages. But it won't come to your friend with the same network. Okay, that's a different story. But validated learning is very important in what? Field, measure and learn feedback in the lean startup method. The job of the lean startup method is whatever your idea is, convert it to a small product with the maximum functionality. This is the simplest thing I can tell you about lean and minimum viable. That is why I gave you example of tomato, big and small. If I have to carry, I'll carry small. Okay, because it will represent tomato anyhow. If I have to show it somewhere. Okay, it will be having all the nutrients which that big one is having. I can get that small one free also. Right? Nowadays you won't get it. Okay. So minimum viable, what is the minimum viable product? This is the outcome of your idea in terms of smallest product but with the maximum functionality. Okay. This is how we validate the learning. Okay. I already told you if your feedback is positive, then it is good. If your feedback is negative, it is also good. Why? We will stop there. We will not waste money on that. Okay. Instead of developing, have you heard of waterfall model in your software engineering? In waterfall model, what you used to? First step will do the analysis. Once the analysis will finish, then only it will go for second person. He will design. Once the designing is over, then it will go for code. Then it will go for test. Okay. So in waterfall model, you have to wait for the step to be completed. Okay. So it means in waterfall model, we are developing the full product. What about prototype model? You remember from software engineering, what is prototype model? You are developing a quick prototype to show. Okay, for example, if somebody is having a startup of a cycle, what he will do? Whether you will ask him to build a full cycle first, I will ask him to show me the wheel and the seat that way. Because those are the two main components in the cycle. I check the wheel whether it is good or not, whether it is an handset one or not. Then I check the seat, how comfortable it is. Okay, if it is not comfortable, I'll ask him to repeat, you change the seat. Unless and until both things are correct, then I'll say, okay, go and build a cycle there. So unnecessary things, you don't need to purchase, you don't need to build in the lean startup and MVP. Okay, so lean startup will give you the minimum viable product. Okay, the main thing is that the security. Security in financial security, right? You won't waste your money on the developing a full product if it is a. Okay, I tell you what is waste as well as what is value in. Right from the beginning, you have to validate your assumptions like analysis, design, code. Okay, right from the beginning, you have to do empirical assumptions. Okay. See, what is the value? That directly achieves the customer needs. If I am able to satisfy the customer needs, it's okay. See, you might have seen so many times you are calling your customer care. Okay, they'll put you on a hold for a long time, or they won't respond. Okay, so it means calling there is a see what is based over here. We will say their customer care is not good. Our feedback will be their customer care is not good. If you are riding an Ola, you are giving him star. Based on the star, he will be whether he is a good driver or good person. Okay. So if he is getting the right amount of stars and all, then we will say it is valuable. What is the waste? That consume resources but do not achieve the satisfaction from the customer. Can you tell me any one thing where you are dissatisfied with the service or any product? Have you ever dissatisfied? What you have purchased online or offline or with auto service or with Ola service? This is here what we call in Lean Startup as value analysis. Okay. So we will be waiting for the value. If it is waste, we will immediately remove. See, if you are a big enterprise and if you are a startup, okay, you are having an idea, small product, minimum viable product, and immediately value. But here, you are having an idea, you have to do a lot of experimentation and all, you have to develop a full copy, then only you can value. Okay? Here, the chance of loss are more. Here it is very less. Because we have developed a minimum viable. So if you have developed a small product, you might have spent very less amount. Example I gave you like cycle. I said you build wheel and seat, that's it. Don't purchase anything. If a bicycle will cost 5,000 rupees, wheel and seat will cost 1,000 rupees. So if I don't like it, only 1,000 rupees will be waste. If there is a fault and all. Okay, otherwise 5,000 will be. Okay. What are the components in the starter? Problem and solution. You have seen a problem, if you are giving a right solution, then it's the main component over there. Okay? Product and market fit. Whether it is acceptable in the market or not. How will you get to know that? From the customer feedback. If out of 100 customers, 80 are saying yes or 70 are saying yeah, we like the product. Like you are buying anything on Amazon, then you are giving your review. Okay, so that is also very important. Do you think how these review affect that problem? Do you believe that whether review will affect it? Have you ever checked a review? You are tech students. Every time phone is in your hand. Have you ever checked review is helping you somehow? When you have. See, if you have not seen, I will tell you. You go and check on the phone. Okay, after this session, you go and check. You want to buy something. Okay, buy a phone. Then go for the review. Even if one or two negative comments are there, even if positive comments are good, okay, you will stop. You will think whether I should buy it or not. Because two people have given negative comments. But you are not seeing that 80% comments are good. But those two comments are effective. Okay. I have also personally, I have got benefits also by writing reviews. Okay. So it's a good thing. You should always write review for the product you are getting. But it should be honest. Okay. Because there can be fake reviews also. This is again one research topic. How to check what is whether the review is fake or real. Let us say it is real, but it will affect you. You check. Try to buy a product and see the review. Check with the negative review. Don't go with the positive. Even if one negative review is there, then you will think. Before that, you have make up your mind that I will purchase. Now your purchasing power is there, it is 80% of it. Now you might be thinking, what will happen? He is saying that phone is getting heat. Yeah, if you are using phone for 4 hours, it will heat. Okay. Build measure group, this is very important and crucial component in the startup. Then pivot and perceive. Pivot means if for example your customer give negative review, immediately you will shift. That is what we call pivot here. We call it pivot here. In perceive we will try to adapt a strategy how to scale. How to scale. And what are the benefits of the this lean startup? Okay. Faster time to market. How? Because immediately we are developing one small product with the maximum functionality, so it will take less time to send it to the market, to get the feedback from the customer, and the waste is reduced. Example I gave you, simple cycle. Waste is reduced. Improved customer satisfaction. If again and again you are sending it to the customers, okay, so you will see what is the percentage of customers now. For example, if you got 70% of the positive, 30 negative. Second time you will see if your response is 90% positive and 10% negative, it means 20% you have improved. Very simple. And increase innovation. For example, you are developing some program and you are showing your project to your mentors. Okay. How they will check? How they will check? By validating. If you will give it to me, I will say, you will say you have to write your name. Instead of name, I will put the digits over there. I will check what it will do with the digits. Okay. Now once you are getting the idea that my website login is getting digits also, it should not have been done. So what will you do? No, I have to again go and program it. I have to check the validation. So it means you are learning with everything. Okay. So there is chance of increased innovation. When you go with the feedbacks, you will see there are chances of increased innovation. Your product will be better. What is the product which you have bought recently which is good? How many of you are having smart watches? Okay, one example. Why we are having all different? If I check here, at least no two people will be having same phone on a single page. Why it is so? You check your phone, your friend's phone. If you have purchased this, why your friend have purchased some other thing? If your learning is different, how come your what to say? Likings will be same. Not necessary. Your friend want camera. Okay, you are not interested. Camera is okay, 48 megapixels. Your friend is saying my phone is 200 megapixels. But does he know what 200 will do and what 48 megapixels will do? With your eyes, you cannot see the difference. Okay. There are some people that say, okay, I'm having. There are people who want to go Apple, like this. Whether you are earning a single penny from that Apple. Okay, why you are? Why we need an Apple phone? To tell me. Anybody having an Apple phone here? Anybody having Apple? Who is having? You are having? Who is having? What is the best feature of Apple? One feature. Have you ever thought your son is not having Apple? Why you are having Apple? Not about saving it up. I also don't have. What is the one feature which Apple is having which other phones don't have? So what security you give? What do you have? Whether national security is with you, whether you are a spy. So what do you have? Simply texting, you are simply doing WhatsApp chat. That is the only secret you are having. Anyway, we can get it from WhatsApp also. Have you ever thought if I am buying Apple, what I am doing with this Apple? What kind of security? Password is there. And then you are putting that Hollywood, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 password. You have to type it. Before writing the password, you have to type it. Now tell me what is the, somebody said security. That's the main, but who needs security? Whether you need security. What you are owing nothing. You don't have anything. So don't waste your money unless and until. So if you are saying no, I am recording videos and all those things from it. Okay, I am having a YouTube channel because you can have a good video from that. Okay. So if you are earning, it is good. No issue. You buy another one. But the main feature is security. Okay. What kind of security do you know? What kind of security is that? See, you know headlines only. After that, you don't know anything. What kind of security is there? What kind of security? See, password is encrypted. Even if your national investigation agency will come, they cannot have it. Even if they will send it to America to Apple, can you please unlock this phone? They also will. This is the type of the security. Should not simply say security. Every phone is having security. Nobody will open. Even Apple won't open. Because rules and regulations are there. They will be sued by the person. And you know in America, millions, billions of dollars. Okay? So nobody can crack it even if they send it to Apple. This kind of security. And you tell me what you are having. You don't have any security agencies, cards and all. So before purchasing, you should know what you are doing. How many of you are having Apple Watches? So the definition for your minimum viable product is smallest version. I have repeated it many times. Okay. See, there are enough features. If I want to give 10 features to the customers and it will take me 1 year, okay, I will stop. I will try to get the best out of 10 and I will try to give it to the customers within 3 months itself. So that is my minimum viable product and feedback is very good. Okay. What is MVP now? What is MVP? Minimum viable product. Okay. See, what will happen? Lengthy work I should not do and unnecessarily. Why should I work? After the feedback, if I learn customer don't need it, I will stop. Okay? I should not go. Either I will shift. I will do the pivot. What are the success factors of MVPs? You know when PhonePe came first. Okay, I received the PhonePe. I told you this Flipkart person. He left the Flipkart. He developed PhonePe, and with the help of the Yes Bank, he gave it to Flipkart again. So Flipkart started doing the payments through the PhonePe. Okay, and you know every month millions and billions of transactions are there. Okay. The success factor is its simplicity. See, if you create anything within 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, how simple it is. Very much simple, without any complexity. Okay, but it will be having maximum features. And then the usability. It should be very easy to use. If there is any complicated thing, okay, and if I try to get the customer feedback, if it is not easy to use, it's having a long manual, big manual, so many options are there, tab within tab is there, customers won't. Nowadays you want everything on a single click. Okay, if you move a page, something should be there. Scalability is there. Okay, how can you grow? Because it has been seen. See, I'll give you one example. Have you heard of Tumble Drive? Tumble Drive. Washing clothes. Tumble Drive. It's a company just started in 2015. You can see the franchise for Tumble Drive if you want to start a business. It will wash your clothes and it will dry your clothes with the help of heat. Okay. And this year, the scalability of Tumble Drive was 320%. So if last year they have, for example, earned 1 crore rupees, this time they have earned 4 crore. Okay, 300 times more. Okay, so what is this? Scalability is very high in startups. Why people are going after startups? Because within 5 years you can label it if your idea is. It's not like that you will open one store, okay, you will invest 10, 20, 30 lakh. That will give you a recurring income every month of 50,000, 1 lakh. And you will keep passing it to generations, your generations, okay, they are doing the same startup, what they have earned in 100 years, startup can earn it. So that much flexibility we are having in this. how you can generate the idea. Okay. Normally people are borrowing ideas like Bollywood, Tollywood. If one film is being made in Bollywood, same copy will be in Tollywood or Bollywood also. Okay, that is borrowing ideas. Similarly, Uber and Ola. Ola borrow the idea from the Uber. Okay, and there is one more thing. Nowadays, there are two more there. Rapido and Blinkit is there. Fastest delivery within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, from Zepto it came. Blinkit. Okay, so you have to blink your life. Do you think Zepto can deliver within 10 minutes? Is it possible to deliver within 10 minutes? Have you ever done with basket grocery shopping? Is it possible from shelf to the customer 10 minutes? See, it is only possible through their dark warehouse. We call them dark warehouse. What's the warehouse? Where you will store the things. Okay. Normally, Zepto is having their own stores also. Okay, we call them dark warehouse stores. Okay, nobody will be allowed that. Even the delivery person. For example, like near LB Nagar, I'll open one store. Okay, and nearby areas within 1 kilometer of range or 2 kilometers, I can deliver within. Okay, but they are not doing this thing only that they are selling their own products, but they are having retailers also, other retailers also. If it is like above 2 kilometers and 5 kilometer range, they won't deliver it. It's not possible to deliver within 10 minutes. Okay, so they will get deliver that order to some other person who is having a tie-up with. So they are running both business. They are owing the thing and they are running partnership also. They will get the commission from that person. Now it is up to that person in how much time he will do. So within 10 minutes, it is only possible through their dark warehouses within 1 kilometer of range. Okay, you can combine two business ideas like a hybrid model. You can create. You can create a hybrid. Okay. If you are having a problem in mind, everybody is having a problem in mind. You have problems in mind? You have a lot of problems in mind. Okay, you begin with that, convert it into startup. And you can see the trends in the market. You can see the trend. How many payment apps are there? How many payment apps are there? Tell me some of the payment apps. The Paytm is there, your GPay is there, your PhonePe is there. Now Credit is also doing payment. Your Razor Pay is there, your PayU is there, Amazon Pay is there, Airtel is there, WhatsApp is there. Okay. You can improve if somebody is already happy. See, if already Paytm was there, what is the need of PhonePe? Because market is huge. Paytm cannot reach everywhere. You should not see that this is the end of the world. This person has developed this product. I cannot. You develop the same with enhanced features. Like Paytm is there. So GPay came, PhonePe came, Razor Pay came. More than 41 payment apps. Okay. You should see your population. That's why research is very important. The population is 1.5 billion. Okay. So one app is not enough. So it's not necessary. If you have developed a product, I can develop the same one. Different things. Existing, you adapt a product. You just buy a product and try to meet the services. And what is important? New technology. What is the new technology? I just want to know whether you are having an eye on new technology. What is new technology? AI. Nobody has mastered AI right now. Okay. So it is better for you, whatever AI tool you want to learn, you learn it within 1 year. Because your future job, if you want to go into the job market or into the startup market, this will give you a lot of ideas. This will give you a lot of ideas. Because previous generation, they don't know AI. And they are not in a position to learn AI. Okay? These are your 6 stages. Okay. You know you are having an idea with the lean startup. Okay, you are building a minimum viable. So this MVP is with Lean points. Okay, customer feedback. So you are driving through these two buildings. Okay, then you are delivering, then you are scaling. What is the exit strategy? For example, you are having a startup now. Now, what is the exit strategy? How you know you want to come out of that startup? You have earned crores of money. You sell it to a third party. You sell it to a friend. You can have an IPO. Okay, like you put it in a share market to ask people to buy the shares from this company. You make them owner. Okay, these are the exit strategies from any startup. Okay. See, you might not be knowing your IPL was the first startup. IPL. And you are playing Rummy is there. Another one is that what is that cricket? What is that game like? Dream 11. Dream 11 actually, if you know the story of Dream 11, he went with this idea to almost 52%. That can you find